welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
The give to the tailback. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Dropping back, it's Stewart. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll go back to work on offense. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stewart. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Can't get him to the ground. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to pass, it's Stewart using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. He wants it all. Wide out trying to get it in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try. To the air, it's Stewart. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The short hands, it's Tate. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
To throw, it's Stewart. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Willis. Bringing the heat. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Lewis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Stewart. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Tackled there by the defense. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Willis. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hand.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Fit it in the window for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got his man quickly.
And I love it when they slip it to the fullback. He's a guy that, you know, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak in by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw at Stewart. Quickly complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stick. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Canes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Gets it out fast. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Dropping back, it's Stewart. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quickly out to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Fletcher. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st down.
Deep shot for the end zone.
Give me that.
And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Willis. Finds his tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, going to the air. Dances away. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Defense uses a timeout quick.
Yeah, you better quit. Right there, so you're talking that shit.